I'm not sure if you've all been following the discourse around that one incest video recently, but before it blew up on Twitter, I was following it because I'd stumbled on the video myself, and I actually have one of my favorite comments from the video saved. Do you mind if I read it for you? This is a quote from the video. What I'm looking for is something new and interesting that encourages the audience to think about why it was brought up. And the comment reads as follows. Is this why this video is a piece of clickbait that does little more than lampshade the bizarre push of incest and pornography in favor of doing really shallow cultural critique with an honestly incredible amount of specious social and historical rambling? Because you want us to think about why you brought up a bunch of minimally connected factoids, nothing was tackled, nothing was addressed, and it's a handful of incest references from Hollywood sandwiched between bumbling through topics like royal marriages for minutes at a time with a dash of non-incest related tut-tutting for good measure. This isn't even hot air, it's just air, vapid and dull. I'm more intrigued by the breeze coming in through the door. Wow. That's a fantastic amount of vitriol, a fantastic amount of hate. I'm pretty sure that this comment isn't in the mega thread of people's favorite comments from that video, but this one's mine because of just, I'm pretty sure if I received anything like it, it would absolutely wreck me. And it had me thinking, right? My videos thus far have been entirely unscripted rambles where I try to get to a point in 10 minutes. Really, there isn't that much different in the DNA of my video and this person's video. I think I'll often generalize, I'll often speak to bigger picture than to go into the nitty-gritty for the purpose of communicating some kind of narrative or thought that I had in my mind brewing. These aren't necessarily video essays. I feel like by virtue of being an essay, it has to be written to some degree, and all of these are completely unscripted. I feel as though I could have made a video or a point like this essayist's video. And I'm thinking about what makes me different, and I'm thinking that on some level, the difference between us is that sure, I don't really interact with those spaces that often, so maybe I would just avoid controversy that way. Another couple of ideas came up. One, that this person is bigger than me. This person is a larger channel than I am. They have more reach. They've had success in the past making videos with regards to social justice and media criticism and all the like, so obviously their stuff is going to interact with more people. Secondly, actually there are a lot of reasons. There are a couple of reasons, a couple being more than one. Secondly, the video hit, I think, 500,000 in terms of viewership a while ago, which means that not only is your intended audience or your original audience going to see it, but so many other people with so many other different perspectives and takes. I find that my worst performing video, or not necessarily worst performing, but the video that is hit with the most vitriol are often the ones that are the largest. I have a video currently at 50% approval, and that's primarily because the people who are watching it either don't like VTubers, don't like my point, which is absolutely fair, or otherwise were unimpressed with my ramble, which again, also absolutely fair. When something that you would show to your friends or to your extended family or to your local community really leaves and goes into new places, that's a good thing. Even if you were to suffer the slings and blows of people who don't understand it or don't enjoy you. So even if this person and I have somewhat similar content, maybe this person had the air of being successful, of their video reaching far beyond who it was meant to, and by virtue of that being impacted by people who have different perspectives ultimately at the end of the day. And finally, the video that they released is very, how do I say this, is very well edited. It's a proper video essay, complete with visual gags and clips from the media and quotes. And I think my videos, by virtue of tone, are a lot more simple, right? My video is literally talking to a camera. There's no great expectation from me. And maybe that's what it is, it's expectation. When you see a video that popular, conducted in such a robust way, you expect something out of it. And I've voiced in the past a fear of rising to expectations or increasing production value for the sake of those expectations rising. And ultimately, I'm going to do me. Ultimately, I'm going to work toward the goals and the ideas I've got. But a part of me can't help but feel as though, am I either consciously or subconsciously holding myself back because I don't want to get the heat? I've been reading Brianna Wiest's The Mountain Is You recently, and The Mountain Is You speaks to the fact that a lot of us think that once we are successful, we will be loved. Some of us chase after success doggedly because we believe that that is where love is. That when we prove ourselves worthy of people's attention, more people will love us. But it's actually the opposite. If you've ever had bitter feelings towards somebody who's doing better than you, even once, think about that increased by the sheer number of audience that somebody has. Success ultimately puts a target on your back. It makes you vulnerable to bigger fish who either dislike what you're doing or a mob of folk who want to get after you, right? And I'm not saying this as a successful person. I'm saying this as a prospective successful person one day, hopefully. And I think it's between the production value and the video success that makes this video the subject of vitriol the way that it is. And it makes me wonder if that's what I want, right? Ultimately, I'm going to do my stuff. But it makes me think about what my end goal is. Is my end goal to be recognized? Is my end goal to be seen by a lot of people? Because in doing that, I'm going to suffer many a sling and a barb and a blow from all of you. Not you specifically, but prospective you in the future, a lot of future yous. If my goal really is not to be successful, but to be loved, I could do that, just doing this forever. But that isn't healthy, isn't it? I don't grow doing this forever. No, just food for thought, I guess. I made this video like this because I want you to tell me what to think. Ding, 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 10 minutes.